How y'all doing, Eagles Nation? First off, welcome back to What the Fuck Philly. And what the fuck Philly, man? Listen, there's so much stuff that I need to get off my chest right now, but I'm not going to stress y'all out with my opinions too much, because mine might be a little bit outrageous. Mine might be a little bit over the top. I might be overreacting just a bit. Maybe I'm not, though. Maybe I'm not. That's the thing. But let me put it like this. Let me put it in this perspective for you. Let me put it in this perspective for you. If Nick Sirianni is the only coach in the NFC East to coach the NFC East team to a loss to the Cleveland Browns, his ass need to be Robert Salah, or how you pronounce his last name? We need to Robert Salah his ass immediately. Immediately. It's up for him, man. I'm sorry. You have had talent on last year's roster. You have had talent on this year's roster. He's always had talent since he's been a coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. And yet, last year, we couldn't even score in the first half of games. Fast forward to this year, it's looking like the same damn thing. I'm not going to sit here and blame Kellen Moore when I watch him be prime in the development of a Dak Prescott and an Ezekiel Elliott in this league. He coached 2 number 1 offenses. I'm not blaming Kellen Moore because I'm not convinced he's the one calling most of those shots right now. From what I'm seeing. I've seen Kellen Moore coach a star-studded offense to some damn wins. So at this point, Nick, either get out the way and let Kellen Moore control that damn offense and let him call them plays. Or if you decide you want to interject your opinion into this game plan on Sunday and it don't work, you need to go, bro. You need to go. I can't put it any other way. It's not fair to the city of Philadelphia. It's not fair to the fucking Eagles players that are on this team right now. And I don't know what's this narrative I keep hearing that there's some animosity between Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. I wish somebody would say something public so I can figure out what it is. But they won't do that. They're not trained to do that in the media, so it is what it is. Now, we had that bye week that we had. Man, it couldn't have come soon enough for us, man. You lost Devontae Smith to a concussion on a dirty-ass play. You lose A.J. Brown, you pretty much ain't had since week 1. So the only constant that we had in that offense was Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and Dallas Goedert. Going in that Tampa Bay game, especially when they attacked Jalen pretty well, I knew that we were going to struggle in that game. We don't have our number 1, our number 2 option out there. We went out there with 4, 5s, and 6s and everything else. But listen, players that we just signed off the practice squad and pulled back off of free agency that we cut in, to make space on the roster. We sitting here bringing Paris Campbell back. We trading for Jahan Dotson. Now, I'm going to put it in this perspective for you guys. I'm not going to give up on Jahan Dotson yet. Because the man has only been an Eagle for like 4 weeks, bro. Like, you can't expect him to come in here and have a 7-catch game, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns yet. He's not going to do that. He ain't nowhere near that. But what I do want him to do is make an effort to get open underneath. Give Jalen an out every now and then. But that bye week, like I said, we're healthy. Lane is back. AJ's back. Devontae's back. We have our players back. So, like I said, I feel like we're playing one of the worst teams in the league this week. Make no mistake about it. We are playing a quarterback that is very capable of picking you up apart. He will pick us apart if we let him sit back there. Deshaun Watson, if he starts, if he's not benched, if we go out there and try to play Deshaun Watson like we played Baker Mayfield, we going to get cooked again. Because there's talent on that Cleveland Brown offense. Don't make no mistake about it. They just, it's the Browns, bro. They just can't fit. They haven't been able to figure it out for my whole life. So, it's the Browns. I'm just thankful that it's the Browns. But if we lose this game, we got to shake that whole crystal ball up. We got to shake the ball up. Shake the, what's the little thing? What's that little ball where you shake it up and then the little snowfall? We just need to shake it up and see what falls. Because starting with the coaches. But now, I critique Nick Sirianni. I'm going to critique Jalen Hurts as well. Because I'm watching the man that has turned the ball over 27 times in 2 years. In just 2 years. That's not sustainable. Listen, that's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Not every turnover is not his fault, but goddamn, bro. At some point, you will become a liability. You can't win games like that. This man, I'm pretty much expecting him to throw one interception and fumble in every game that I watch right now, and that's a sad thought about it. Yes, I feel like Nick Sirianni is putting him in a position to where he felt like he had to play hero ball all the time because of some stupid dumbass play call that he done sent in. But Jalen has to perform better, bro. I love Jalen Hurts to death, but like I'm gonna call it out, bro. Because if I see a problem, I'm not about to just let the problem handicap the team and I speak on it. The turnovers have to stop. You're gonna throw a pick every now and then. It's going to happen, but he just might set a record though, as far as the pace he's on. Like. He's turning the ball over an awful lot. So, Jalen, I have nothing but faith in you, bro. I really need you to get better with that. Saquon Barkley. What can I say about Saquon? I love Saquon. I love me some Saquon. He's already my favorite Eagle. I mean, over A.J. Brown, over Devontae Smith. He's literally my favorite Eagle right now. But he can't do shit if he don't get the ball. He can't do nothing. You gave him 10 touches against Tampa Bay. That's criminal. That's some severe malpractice, man. Listen. You gave Saquon Barkley 10 touches and wonder why Tampa Bay did you dirty like that. You had a running back that could have played keep away all day for Tampa Bay. They didn't have to score 30-plus points on us. But because we refused to run the ball, we kept putting the ball back to them. Very quickly at times. My thing is, a lot of teams is not in the business of paying a running back $13 million a year. We are. And we're neglecting to use them. We're neglecting to use them for some reason. So, Nick Sirianni, man, whoever's in charge of the player personnel rotation has to make some better decisions right there. Because when I'm fucking losing the game, I shouldn't have had no damn Kenneth Gainwell on the field on 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7. Saquon Barkley got to be out there. You want to know why? Because now the defense is really scared. Now the defense here he go. This motherfucker averaging 10 yards every time he touched the ball. Here he come. That it's a mental thing. So now when Jalen go to fake it to him, everybody about to come crashing down on him because they Saquon, he's a threat. Why you think he keep getting? I'm trying to tell you. But you not using Saquon, the play action game ain't never going to open up, right? We should be able to play action no problem. We can't because we don't run the ball right. We ain't running the ball the way we should. And that's a problem. That's a problem. I just hope Saquon doesn't get frustrated with us or just like this coaching staff that we have right now. I don't even think it's the whole coaching staff. It's Nick Sirianni. He is the constant right now. But I don't want Saquon to get frustrated with because if you know, every time you touch the ball, you eating. And this mofo won't even hand me the ball in critical situations. Won't put the ball in my hands. How long do you think he's going to want to put up with that in Philly? All of a sudden, we don't know how to move. And all of a sudden, we don't want to run the ball. The defense, that's just a lost cause. I don't even know what to say about that. It's depressing, bro. It's depressing. You have no edge rushers. I don't know. We don't get pressure unless we blitz. It's that simple. I don't want to blitz every damn down because that's taking somebody out of coverage. But you gonna have to do what you gotta do. You can't just let Deshaun just sit back there all damn game and just pick us apart. We're gonna have to do something. I'd rather go after him and die off a blitz versus just let him sit back there and kill us with no pressure at all. Or at this point. And the defense is in this predicament because I think we have a GM who is excellent at times, but he tends to outsmart himself at times too. Let's be honest. The whole Hassan Reddick trade, unnecessary. Again, I wasn't in on those negotiations. I don't know what was said between both parties. I don't know how Hassan Reddick handled the situation with the Eagles front office. I don't know how the Eagles front office handled it with Hassan. All I can go off is what I see on TV and what I read on these articles. And it seems like Howie's outsmarting himself. Go back 3 years. You let Javon Hargreaves go to the 49ers. The 49ers went back to Super Bowl. Ever since then. Javon played in 2 Super Bowls. He ain't win one, but he's been to 2. That was a mistake letting him go. He was also a pass rushing defensive tackle. And he could stop the run. But he was, let me repeat myself, he was a pass rushing defensive tackle. And he could stop the run. And we let him go because we didn't want to pay him. We didn't value him as much as the 49ers did. What happened, man? This is the team that had 70-plus sacks 3 years ago. We had 70-plus sacks. This is a team that just had 70-plus sacks and was playing in the Super Bowl not too long ago. To this? Something has to change. Something has to give. But as of right now, we ain't make no moves. I know how he's going to try. I know deep down inside how he is doing his best to rectify that situation. You can't convince me otherwise. But he outsmarted himself. That's all. He outsmarted himself this time. You let a man that was going to give you 10 sacks, guaranteed, just go to the Jets. And then he ain't even play a fucking snap for them. He ain't even play a snap. And no, there is a clause in the NFL rules. We cannot get him back. Hassan's not coming back to Philly. After you trade him, you don't get that same player back. That's not how that works. So people who keep saying that, like, just get that out your head. It's not going to happen. We're not getting Hassan Reddick back. And as much as that hurts for you to hear, I'm just being honest. Do some research on the NFL rules because there is a rule. I can't cite which rule it is, but I know there is a rule that you can't get a player that you trade in the same damn year. back from with another trade. If that's the case, there'll be teams doing a lot of shitty shit. You can't do that. So if that's the case, if I need Dallas to lose real bad, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pack up Hassan Reddick for 1 week and send them down to Cleveland. So they can get pressure on Dak Prescott and then have Cleveland send them back. That's what they're trying to prevent with that. It's not going to happen. So Hassan's gone. It's not much in the free agency that we can get that's going to make a difference for us right now. So we really need some of these players to step up that we drafted. Like Nolan Smith. He little, man. He's just little, bro. Like, I don't... he little. I don't have no faith in this man, bro. I'm sorry. I don't. That was a mistake. It was a mistake. I don't have no faith in Nolan Smith right now. It's embarrassing what I'm seeing from him right now. Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis need to be more consistent. They're up and down right now, but it's okay. They're young still. They're young. They're nowhere near their ceilings. I'm not giving up on them yet. I still got faith in Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Jordan Davis is a phenomenal run stuffer. But we can get him to that next level so where he can start getting in the quarterback's face every play. We'll be all right. Jalen Carter, I don't need to say nothing bad about him. I don't need to say nothing bad about him at all. Young boy still. A lot of spunk, though. So, I mean... Jalen's gonna be one of the greats when it's all said and done. But man, that's just where I'm at on the Philadelphia Eagles. Excuse me, I've been sipping a little bit, so I hope you made it do this video. Anyway, go Birds, baby. I mean, we're gonna see what's gonna happen, but we gotta lay it out there though. But like I said, if we lose to Cleveland, I want Nick gone. I want him going. He's useless. He's pretty much what Jason Garrett was. I think Howie needs to turn him into Jason Garrett. You just sit there on the goddamn sideline and clap. Don't you say shit. Clap.